Today we are going to perform an experiment. The main objective of the experiment is to prepare phenyl benzoate from the phenol. So the basic requirement to perform this experiments are one conical flask of 250 ml capacity, volumetric flask of 100 ml capacity, and two measuring cylinder. One is of 10 ml and another one is of 100 ml capacity, one glass funnel and one Buchner funnel, suction pump, filter paper, and the chemicals required are benzoyl chloride, phenol, sodium hydroxide and distilled water. So these are the basic requirement to conduct this experiment. Now let's see the reaction. Phenyl benzoate is synthesized by the reaction of phenol. Phenol is taken in the sodium hydroxide solution in the presence of benzoyl chloride to form phenyl benzoate. It is a ester. So the basic principle of this reaction is synthesis of phenyl benzoate is based on the name reaction. The name of this reaction is Schotten-Baumann reaction, where the phenol reacts with aromatic acid chloride in the presence of axis of sodium hydroxide. This reaction takes place at room temperature and the phenols get benzoylated and form the ester, and that ester is known as phenyl benzoate. Now let's see the basic steps of the procedure to synthesize the phenyl benzoate. So these are the following steps involving the procedure. In the first step, we will take the 250 ml conical flask to which we add 5 gram of the phenol. Since the density of phenol is 1.07, by using this density the calculated volume is 4.76 ml of the phenol. So we will add 4.76 ml of the phenol, and to this we will add 75 ml of 10% weight by volume NaOH solution. The 10% weight by volume NaOH solution is prepared by dissolving 10 gram of NaOH in a small quantity of water in a volumetric flask, and the final volume is make up to the 100 ml with the water. Now in the next step, add 10 ml of benzoyl chloride to the above solution. Since benzoyl chloride is very lacrimatic and causes the irritation to the eyes, so please handle it with care. Close the flask and shake the mixture vigorously. Basically this step take about 15 minutes. We will shake the mixture until the smell and fumes of benzoyl chloride will completely disappear. So after completion of this mixing, filter the solution, and after the completion of the filtration, wash the product with the cold water. Here we use the cold water for the washing because phenyl benzoate is insoluble in the water, so the impurities which are soluble in the water get removed out by this washing step. After completion of this washing, the obtained product undergoes recrystallization. In the recrystallization, we use the ethanol. The basic aim of the recrystallization is to get the pure product. So the product is dissolved in the ethanol by the heating. After heating, allow the solution to cool down, so the impurities which are soluble in the ethanol get removed out and we will get the pure product. So filter this recrystallized solution and the desired product will be obtained, and allow the product to dry at the room temperature. After completion of the drying, weight the desired product, and that is called the practical yield, and using this practical yield we can calculate the percentage yield. The calculation we will see in the last after the completion of the experiment. Now let's start the practical. For the preparation of phenyl benzoate from the phenol, following glasswares are required. A 250 ml capacity volumetric flask or iodine flask will be taken. Two measuring cylinder, one is of 100 ml capacity and another one is of 10 ml capacity. This is one funnel, and these are the chemicals required. One is benzoyl chloride, phenol, and the freshly prepared 10% sodium hydroxide solution. 10% sodium hydroxide solution is prepared by dissolving 10 gram of sodium hydroxide in distilled water. Volume is make up to 100 ml with the distilled water in a volumetric flask. So these are the chemicals and the glasswares required. Now start the practical. So first we will take the phenol. 4.76 ml of the phenol will be taken. Since phenol is very toxic in nature, so phenol will be taken. So the chemicals will be taken in the fume mode. So it is a fume mode. 4.76 ml of phenol will be taken through the measuring cylinder. Immediately after taking any chemical, we will close the cap. Now we will transfer this 4.76 ml of phenol into this iodine flask. Now take 75 ml of freshly prepared sodium hydroxide solution. Now transfer this 75 ml of sodium hydroxide into this phenol. Sodium hydroxide react with phenol to form sodium phenoxide. Now we will shake this solution for about 1 to 2 minutes for the formation of sodium phenoxide. Now we will take benzoyl chloride. Since benzoyl chloride is very lacrimatic and very toxic, fumes will be evolved out. So be precautious while taking the benzoyl chloride. Now 10 ml of benzoyl chloride will be taken. Now transfer this measured benzoyl chloride into the solution of phenol and sodium hydroxide. When you transfer this, fumes will be evolved out. Now shake the solution with vigorous shaking. The solution will be shaking for about at least 15 minutes till the fumes and smell of benzoyl chloride will disappear. This process will be taken under the fume hood because it is very lacrimatic, can cause irritation to the eyes. Now it's been about 15 minutes since I am shaking this solution and the smell and the fumes of benzoyl chloride has been disappeared. So now you can see the crystals of phenyl benzoate has been started to prepare. So this solution is ready to filter. We can filter the solution to separate out the crystals of phenyl benzoate. So we will filter this solution using the Buchner funnel. So this is the assembly for the filtration. This is the suction pump. It is a vacuum flask. It is a Buchner funnel which is attached using the rubber cork. It contains Wortmann filter paper for the filtration of the solution. So I will. So first we start this suction pump. Now we will start the filtration. Now I will slowly add this solution to this Buchner filtration. You can see the process of filtration has been started. The crystals of phenyl benzoate will be separated out from this mother liquor. It will take about 10 to 15 minutes for the complete filtration. After the filtration, we will wash these crystals by using cold water. Since the crystals of phenyl benzoates are insoluble in water, so we can wash out these crystals using water because of the extraneous matter or any impurities. After washing, we can crystallize or recrystallize these crystals using the alcohol. Now you can see the process of filtration is about to complete. So we will wash these crystals using the cold water. I have taken the cold water in this already taken iodine flask. So I will pour this cold water over these crystals to remove any impurities. Now the next step is the recrystallization with the alcohol. Basic aim of the recrystallization is to purify the organic compound. Basically in the recrystallization we have chosen the that solvent in which the impurities are soluble, and the both impurities and the main product can be solubilized by heating. Now I have transferred phenyl benzoate crystals into this ethanol. I have used ethanol for the recrystallization purpose. As you can see, the phenyl benzoate is insoluble in the ethanol. So I will heat this to solubilize any impurity in the ethanol. Now the solution for the recrystallization is heated on the hot plate. After the complete solubilization, I will allow this solution to cool down so that the crystals of phenyl benzoate will be separated out and the impurities because impurities are soluble in the solvent, so they will be separated out easily. So it is a method of purification and we will get the purified phenyl benzoate. After heating, I allow this solution for cooling down, and you can see the crystals of phenyl benzoate separated out from the solution. So I will filter this solution. As I have filtered this solution, now I will allow this crystal to be dry at the room temperature, and I use the pre-weighed filter paper so that to nullify the weight of the filter paper for the weighing of the phenyl benzoate product. So I will allow this product to be dry at the room temperature. After drying, I will weight the crystals of phenyl benzoate and I will calculate the percentage yield. Now let's see the calculation for calculating the percentage yield. The molecular weight of phenol is 94.11 gram per mole and of phenyl benzoate is 198.22 gram per mole. So 94.11 gram per mole of phenol is equivalent to 198.22 gram per mole of phenyl benzoate. But here experimentally we use 5 gram of phenol, so for 5 gram it is found to be 10.53 gram of phenyl benzoate. So as per this equation, the theoretical yield for the phenyl benzoate should be So the theoretical yield for the phenyl benzoate is found to be 10.53 gram, but by experimentally the practical yield is found to be 8.90 gram. So by using these two yields we can calculate the percentage yield. The formula of percentage yield is equals to practical yield upon by theoretical yield into the 100. Practical yield was found to be 8.90 and theoretical yield as per the calculation is 10.53. So 8.9 divided by 10.53 into 100. So the percentage yield calculated is 84.52%. So the percentage yield of phenyl benzoate by our procedure is found to be 84.52%. So it is all about the method of preparation of phenyl benzoate from the phenol. Thank you so much.